Welcome to the year 2026. Welcome to the India your tax money has paid for. A land where friction has been eliminated. Look at these roads, smooth as silk, paved with the finest asphalt that 30% income tax can buy. The government loves you. They respect you. They know that you work 12 hours a day, so they ensured your commute is a glide. No bumps, no dust. Just pure aerodynamic perfection. Okay, open your eyes. We are actually here. In reality, where a 5-kilometer drive to the office takes 45 minutes, where your spine acts as your car's secondary suspension system, and where the Silicon Valley of India floods every time the clouds decide to drizzle. We all make the jokes. We tweet the memes. We laugh to keep from crying when we see our tax deductions. But today, no jokes. Today, we are going to do a financial autopsy. I have spent the last few weeks digging through budget reports, audit findings, and a dossier known as the Bengaluru heist. We aren't just going to complain about potholes. We are going to find out exactly why they exist. We are going to track the variance gap. We are going to find the ghost bore wells. We are going to expose the fake bill factory. And we are going to answer the question that keeps you up at night. Where does your money go? I'm Maya, and this is the story of the Great Indian Robbery.
Chapter 1. The Price of Admission.
Let's start with the biggest lie they tell you. Whenever you ask a politician why the roads are bad, they give you the same tired excuse. India is a poor country, we have too many people and not enough funds. It sounds convincing, doesn't it? But here is the data. Bengaluru is not poor. Bengaluru is a cash cow. The state budget outlay for Bengaluru development in 2025 to 26 is a staggering 19,930 crore. The BBMP, our city council, collects the highest property tax in India, raking in nearly 4,900 crore a year. That is money paid by homeowners and businesses who believe they are buying civilization. But the real extraction, the real pain, happens when you buy a car. The dossier calls this the price of admission. If you own a vehicle in this city, you are the victim of a state-sponsored shakedown. Let me prove it to you. Suppose you buy a mid-range SUV, something like a Hyundai Creta or a Kia Seltos, priced at roughly 15 lakh. If you live in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, your road tax is roughly 6%. You pay about 90,000. If you live in Mumbai, it's roughly 13%. But here in Bengaluru, you pay 18%, the highest in the Republic of India. That means for the exact same car, you are paying a Bengaluru premium of over 1.5 lakh. You are paying a luxury premium for the privilege of driving on, well, this. According to the TomTom Traffic Index, we consistently rank as the second most congested city in the world, the sixth worst infrastructure. In the private sector, if you charged the highest price for the worst service, you'd be sued for fraud. And it gets worse for those of you who moved here. Bengaluru thrives on migration, but the system treats you like an invader. If you bring a 5-year-old car from another state, they expect you to pay the lifetime tax again. And even if your car is over 10 years old, you still pay nearly 69% of the new car tax value. Think about that. You pay tax when you bought it. You pay tax again when you move it. It is double taxation. So the coffers are full. The money is there. So why does the budget sheet look like a work of fiction?
Chapter 2. The Budget Paradox.
So we have established that they have the money. Now let's look at how they plan to spend it. If you look at the 2025 to 26 budget documents, it looks fantastic on paper. 65% of that 19,930 crore is allocated for development works, roads, drains, bridges. Only 32% is earmarked for revenue expenditure, salaries and admin. If 65% of 20,000 crore was actually spent on development every year, Bengaluru would look like Singapore by now. But it doesn't. Why? Because of a forensic anomaly the dossier calls the Variance Gap. Here is the trick. In 2021, the gap between what the government said they would collect and what they actually collected was small, about 5%. By 2023, that gap widened to 23%. This is what auditors call unrealistic financial planning. I call it lying. Here is how the scam works. The government announces a massive project, say a 500 crore flyover network. They get the headlines. They get the applause. They tender the contracts. But they know they don't have the 500 crore. They only have 300 crore. So they start the work. They dig up the road. They build a few pillars. And then the money runs out. Look at the Ejipura flyover. It is the Stonehenge of Bengaluru. Work started in 2017. It is now 2026. It stands incomplete, a rotting skeleton of concrete and steel. Why? Because of the variance gap. The funds dried up. The contractor stopped work. And while the bureaucrats shuffle papers, you, the taxpayer, have spent 9 years driving around a construction site that blocks the very road it was supposed to fix. This isn't an accident. This is a strategy. Your tax money didn't buy a flyover. It bought an obstacle.
Chapter 3. The Concrete Goldmine.
Now let's talk about the magic word. If you live in Bengaluru, you hear this word every day. White topping. This is the government's favorite solution, replacing asphalt with concrete. They sell it to you on the premise of durability. They say asphalt breaks in the rain, concrete lasts 30 years. That sounds logical, right? But the dossier tells us it's not about durability. It's about profit per kilometer. Let's look at the math. And I warn you, this will make you angry. The National Highways Authority of India builds massive interstate highways. These are roads designed for 40-ton freight trucks barreling down at 100 kilometers per hour. The cost to build a 4-lane national highway is roughly 8 to 10 crore per kilometer. That means one heavy-duty lane costs about 2.5 crore. Now look at Bengaluru. The cost to white top a city street, which handles a fraction of the load, is 12 to 16 crore per kilometer. In one specific project, SPV B-Smile, they are executing 145 kilometers of roads at a cost of 1,487 crore. That averages to over 10 crore per kilometer. Ask yourself, why does a street in Koramangala cost 50% more than a national highway? They claim the extra cost is for shifting utilities, moving the water pipes and electric cables. But here is the scam within the scam. The technical committee findings confirm a fatal flaw. Utilities remain under the concrete. They pour this expensive heavy concrete over the old rusting water pipes. So what happens? 2 weeks after the road is finished, an old pipe bursts underneath. Now, the water board has to come in. They can't just dig a small hole. They have to bring in heavy machinery to smash through the 15 crore concrete slab. They destroy the asset you just paid for. And then The road needs to be patched. Who gets the contract to patch it? Often the same people who built it. The dossier calls this the dig, repair, dig cycle. It ensures that the contractor gets paid to build the road and then paid again to fix the mess created by his own bad engineering. It is not incompetence. It is a recurring revenue model.
Chapter 4. The Mechanism of Theft.
We know the costs are inflated, but where does the actual cash go? It doesn't just vanish into the ether. It vanishes into pockets. The Karnataka State Contractors Association, the actual men pouring the concrete, famously wrote to the Prime Minister alleging a 40% commission system. But what does that actually mean? How does a bribe break a road? I want you to visualize a tender for 1 crore. Before a contractor even bids, he has to promise roughly 10% to the local representative. Then the officials, the engineers, the accountants, they take another 15 to 20% at various stages just to move the file. Then there is a kickback to get the final bill cleared. By the time the work order hits the contractor's desk, 40% of the budget is already earmarked for bribes. The contractor needs 10% profit to feed his family, so he is left with 50% of the money to buy materials and labor. He has to build a 1 crore road with 50 lakhs. It is physically impossible. So what do? They compromise. 1. They use less bitumen. 2. They use a thinner layer of aggregate. 3. If the contract says 6 inches of base, they lay 4 inches. Who is going to check? The engineer who took the bribe? He won't check. So the road looks good on inauguration day. But the moment the first monsoon rain hits, water seeps into the cracks. Because the binding agent was insufficient, the road disintegrates. The road isn't washing away because of unprecedented rain. It is washing away because the money required to hold it together is sitting in an offshore account. The dossier puts it brutally. When 40% is a bribe, only 60% is infrastructure. You are driving on a 60% road. That is why your back hurts.
Chapter 5. Fake Bills and Ghost Borewells.
But the 40% commission is for work that actually happens. The dossier reveals a darker mechanism for work that never happens. It's called the fake bill factory, and it is powered by a legal loophole called Section 4G. The law requires public tenders for transparency, but Section 4G allows the government to bypass tenders and hand contracts directly to a state agency called KRIDL. Why? Because KRIDL faces less scrutiny. It acts as a black box. Let's look at the RR Nagar probe. An investigation revealed misappropriation of 118 crore in a single zone. How? Fake bills. Contractors submitted bills for works that were purely fictional. The dossier calls this 0% work, 80% bill claimed. The most egregious example? The ghost bore wells. ED raids and audits found a scam worth nearly 968 crore involving pure water units and bore wells. They built the city for digging 9,588 bore wells. But when auditors went to the GPS coordinates listed on the bills, do you know what they found? Nothing. No pump, no pipe, no hole in the ground. Just a bill, a stamp, and a missing check. Nearly 1,000 crore of your tax money was paid for invisible water. And it's not just water, it's light. The audit found LED street lights being billed at 10,000 per bulb. Check Amazon right now. A heavy-duty street light costs 2,000. Where did the other 8,000 go? It went into the variance gap. From the microscopic bulb to the macroscopic road, the system is designed to leak.
Chapter 6. Water Mafia and Blood Tax.
In Bengaluru, corruption isn't just a financial crime. It's a physical one. The dossier calls this the blood tax. Because when corruption enters infrastructure, safety exits.
No end to Bengaluru pothole menace. Now a 26-year-old bank employee, Priyanka Kumari Punya, crushed to death after the two-wheeler she was riding on with her brother hit a pothole near Huskar Main Road in Alu.
In a single year, the government admitted to 11 deaths directly caused by potholes. A 22-year-old student crushed at Burigere Cross. A techie flung under a truck on the outer ring road. These aren't accidents. In legal terms, when you know a road is dangerous and you have the funds to fix it, and you choose to steal those funds instead, that is criminal negligence. And let's connect the dots to the water mafia. Remember the ghost bore wells? Because the government failed to provide piped water, you are forced to rely on private water tankers. There are thousands of unauthorized water tankers running in this city. A fully loaded water tanker weighs roughly 15 to 20 tons. These trucks are running through residential layout roads designed for light traffic. They grind the asphalt to dust. So the corruption in the water department destroys the work of the road department. And then, the contractor gets a new tender to fix the road. It is a perfect, self-sustaining ecosystem of destruction. If they actually fixed the water, the tanker mafia would lose money. If they banned the heavy tankers, the road contractors would lose business. The chaos is not accidental. The chaos is the business model.
Chapter 7. The Future Gamble.
So, having failed to pave the surface, what is the government solution? They want to go underground. The Tunnel Road Project. The proposal: a network of tunnel roads from Hebbal to Silkboard. Let's look at the unit cost. The estimate is over 1,200 crore per kilometer. For context, the Chandrayaan-3 mission to the moon cost 615 crore. We could go to the moon twice for the price of 1 kilometer of this tunnel. The dossier warns that this is the ultimate variance gap trap. It will divert massive funds away from public transport and basic road repair. And here is the kicker. It will be a toll road. Initial reports suggest a one-way trip could cost 300 to 500. Would you pay 500 a day just to get to the office? Or will this become an empty VIP corridor for the ultra-rich, while the rest of us rot in traffic above ground?
Conclusion. The resistance.
So where do we go from here? The verdict of the Bengaluru heist dossier is clear. The corruption is not a bug. It is a feature. And the saddest part? Bengaluru has had 0 elected corporators for over 4 years. It is taxation without representation. But you are not helpless. Here is your action plan. Number 1, the RTI weapon. Use the Right to Information Act. Demand the work order for your street. Check the defect liability period. If they are fixing a road under warranty with new money, catch them. Number 2, demand elections. A city of 14 million people cannot be run by bureaucrats. Demand municipal elections. Number 3, share the math. Don't just share memes, share the data. Share this video. When you tell a politician the road is bad, they ignore you. When you tell a politician, I know you spent 15 crore on this kilometer and stole 40%, they listen. We are the builders of the Silicon Valley. We generate the wealth of this nation. It is time we stopped accepting a third world life for a first world price. My name is Maya. This was the Bengaluru Audit. Drive safe, if you can.